decent show featured overall. Good show as always. Well, we covered our responses from Backlash.
Yeah.
Raw and SmackDown as always.
Backlash, that god awful pay-per-view.
Oh God, yeah, I don't know what about. It's a 5-star pay-per-view. And Raw and SmackDown as always.
Yeah.
Then we'll do our second edition into our Hall of Fame.
Yes. Do you know what you're going to induct yet?
I have a rough idea.
I'm still not sure. I'm going to have to decide throughout this podcast.
Exactly.
And then we will also be debuting the Hall of Shame.
But I know what it won't be. It won't be stuff from Backlash.
Well, maybe in the Hall of Shame.
Maybe. Maybe.
Okay, right.
Okay, so we'll kick off with Backlash.
Okay, so the card opened with The Miz versus Seth Rollins. What do you think of this match?
Oh, it's fantastic. I loved it. And as I was watching it live, I was like, oh, this show's going to be so good.
Yeah. The hope when you see this match first. It was the match of the night by far. Seth carried Miz to a fantastic match in the sense that Miz is a guy who, when he's working with great wrestlers, he will have a great match. But he's a good wrestler, obviously. But
yes.
When he's working with someone, say if you had Miz and Jinder, it's not going to necessarily be good.
Yeah.
But when it's almost like he steps his game up when he's working the better guys, or
he's almost like a Poundland Cena in a way, like.
Yeah, Cena's very much like that as well. Yeah.
But he has grown so that he can, in a way, carry the matches.
He's a good wrestler, Miz is. But it's like, yeah. And then Corey Graves said in this match, basically, the best way to explain this is, so the Miz has his whole greatest and going out champion, bringing prestige back to the title. And it's a gimmick, because he's not. He wins his matches, he's a heel. Corey Graves said this like it's an actual thing, like he's Shawn Michaels, or Bret Hart, or Kurt Hennig. So, the main part of the match, Seth went for...
Although, in his defence, if he looks down the greatest Intercontinental champions of all time, his name surely has to be in one of the nominations.
Yeah, he's had more reigns than anyone except Jericho.
Exactly.
So,
and I can tell he surely will win that title.
He will probably break the record, yeah. But the fact that he's doing it now, it's a gimmick, because he always gets the heels and he always gets the Miz to interfere, or he did. But it's like, it's a gimmick, and they're saying it like it's an actual thing, like he is. So in the match, Seth hit his knee on the LED post in the corner, and then he was selling the knee after that, on and off through the match. This was a good match as well. They were letting him kick out finishers.
And a very smart match as well with the leg.
Yes.
And complete focus.
It's like every now and then you would forget about the knee, but then Seth would sell it again, and it was a great match. Obviously, Seth got the win to retain the title. Anything else you want to say about that one?
I told you off camera that the match. One thing I don't like about this match is you'll know from as we talk about other matches. I'm not a huge fan of good matches on bad shows. I just don't. I feel bad for that match because when you look back at Backlash, you won't think of Rollins versus Miz. You'll just think of the show being bad. Yeah. It's just I prefer it to be on like a half decent.
If this was maybe the second or third best match on a good show, it would be more remembered. Okay. So next we had Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss. This wasn't a good match. Nia Jax isn't very good. She, I think, legit injured Alexa in this match. Yeah. Right? She slammed her down on the shoulder, was it?
They're giving Nia a wrong Raw in the division. I was really expecting her to be like the Monday Karma. Or if you don't know, Awesome Kong.
Awesome Kong. Yeah.
It wouldn't have been a one-dimensional affair exactly. They easily could have fleshed out a character. Yeah. And they could have said, here comes the beast from the a gimmick, the monster. She's the Rock cousin, so she can even have like a Hollywood-esque sort of gimmick to her. She's the Hollywood monster or something like that. Or something.
For the most part, this babyface turn for Nia Jax has been working quite well. She's been getting over.
That's the best thing about her run.
Yeah.
Anything bar in-ring work.
The personality is there. She's obviously got a great personality outside of the ring as well. It's if you see her on social media or whatever.
Exactly.
And she's a likable person. The crowd are behind her, but
she just needs some in-ring experience to her.
And she was called up from NXT much too early.
Yeah.
And that didn't help. So Alexa getting heat on Nia Jax, and it wasn't really believable because she's so much shorter or so much smaller. Crowd was dead for this match. It was in a death spot after that Seth and Miz match, but yeah. And then Nia Jax won, and then she cut a promo in the ring. If you want to talk about this promo a bit.
Oh yeah. Basically, she run a mill Be a Star advertisement promo.
Yeah, it was an advert for Be a Star.
Exactly, which to be honest with you, I'd never even heard about Be a Star in ages.
I know, they haven't talked about it in years, have they?
And then just suddenly comes, like, she was going on about this. She was like, don't be ordinary.
Yeah.
Be extraordinary.
This is me.
It's like
they're playing on the whole British show.
This is literally a run-of-the-mill scripted promo, and I don't like them. I just don't like.
It was
promos.
very scripted, and she was booed out of the building after this promo.
It's like
when she's normally cheered.
It's like once you start hearing a scripted promo, you know it. It's like almost. It gets to the point where you can actually start like almost wording what they're gonna say.
Yeah.
Like
go on.
Yes, like as you were saying more about stuff, I was like, okay, it's coming. It's gonna be something about. First of all, it's gonna be something about Connor's Cure, or something about Ultimate Warrior, or something like that again. Or we something they've done recently. But then when she went, Be a Star, I was like, Be a Star. Oh no, not that.
Yeah. So and she was booed out of the building because of that promo when she's normally over.
They should have said to her, when you win a match, talk about yourself. Just talk about the struggle. Talk about your life. Mention if you've been bullied in the past, something like that. Just speak from the heart. It would have been more organic. She probably would have She probably would have paused a bit more often. She probably would have had to think about things to say. But then instead, it would have come off a little more organic, and it would have really helped her count a lot more. Instead of seeming more phony.
Yeah. Okay, so speaking of scripted promos, over the few weeks, the best promo in the company has been Samoa Joe, right? He's been killing it every time with these promos.
Absolutely.
Yeah. They decide to script him. Yeah. And he says, I'm going to turn this big dog into a whimpering puppy. And he couldn't pull it off. He couldn't pull off the scripted line.
To his detriment, he did at least make it
tried.
At least okay.
He tried.
He made it passable, I think that's the way to describe it. So, if it was something like Roman saying it, or something like, I don't know, like almost anybody...
Anyone except Samoa Joe.
To be honest, it would have come off really bad. Like even someone like as phenomenal as AJ, he would have gone, I'll turn the big dog into a whimpering puppy. I was like, no.
So the next match, Randy Orton versus Jeff Hardy.
Oh yeah.
Is this? I think the best way to describe this as that it was a perfect average match.
It was just a match, really.
It was just a match.
Just some moves.
Apparently, Jeff Hardy's corner dropkick move is now called the Hardiac Arrest.
Hardiac Arrest.
Did you notice that? They were. Sorry.
What does that even mean? Cardiac arrest.
Like cardiac arrest. Because he kicks him in the heart. Like the one when he does like the handstand on the corner and then does a drop kick.
I don't remember. Oh my god, that's so stupid.
Yes, exactly. And they were promoting it on Backlash. They were promoting it on SmackDown. It's a new name for the move, and they're trying to get it.
That'll come off course so bad in terms of sponsors.
It's terrible. Yeah, it's
cardiac
awful.
arrest. Oh my god.
So next we had the Elias segment. He's working hard to get heat. The New Day come out. So the New Day come out and play. They with like instruments and play a song. Biggie's so big his drum didn't fit. Then Elias tells them to go away, and they go away. Out comes Rusev Day.
Yep.
They call him a bootleg Bob Dylan.
Yep.
And then No Way Jose came out with Titus Worldwide, Breezango, and the New Day again, I think, in the conga line. They basically just distract him. Then Bobby Roode comes out from behind, hits a glorious DDT. Made everyone involved geeks. No one looked good coming out of this. It also made the show overrun. The show was 3.5 hours. This was about a 25-minute segment. So it was funny at the time, but I'd have done without it if you're gonna bring the show down to 3 hours.
They could have easily just rushed it over.
Yeah.
So like, Elias comes out, Rusev Day comes out, and the New Day just comes out with everyone else.
Yeah.
Quick little one-liner to each other, done. 5 minutes tops, really.
Yeah. It didn't need to be as long as it was. It was quite funny at the time.
Especially with, because he kept going, oh, let's go back to starting the start.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Well, that makes sense.
And Elias like, Jesus, why don't you interrupt? So let's start this over again. Just have like Elias start off. They come out. Rusev comes out. They all come out. Instead of Elias having to keep transitioning to each like interruptance.
Yeah. Okay. So the next match was Big Cass versus Daniel Bryan.
Mhm.
The biggest match of Big Cass's career, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah.
It's also the worst match of Daniel Bryan's career.
It's on the main roster. It is.
Yeah. I don't remember seeing a worse Daniel Bryan match that went any length of time. It wasn't. Not much happened in this match.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple of descriptions of Big Cass as a more athletic but less charismatic Diesel. But
It's funny. Cass is just like, nah, yeah. Good promos, bad in ring,
yeah, his promos have been good.
and they're both tall.
So he just punches and kicks you. That's all he's got basically. He's like someone on a video game button mashing, but you've only got 2 buttons.
Yep.
Punch and kick. And then Daniel Bryan just gets him in the yes lock, gets a tap, and then after the match, Cass attacks him. My notes here say, why must we have this again, in all capitals?
What did Daniel Bryan win by submission?
What?
Why couldn't Daniel Bryan just like Cass runs up to the corner? Doesn't do like a big stinger splash at one point? Is that one of those moves?
Yes, I think he does that.
Yeah, why not just have him do a stinger splash? Daniel Bryan ducks it. He wobbles. Daniel Bryan rolls up in 1, 2, 3.
And then
Big Cass just attacks him. Like that's the easiest way. You keep Cass looking credible, and you don't like give him such a decisive victory to Daniel Bryan. Like it took Daniel Bryan that win and all that. You know?
Yeah.
Puts everyone over. Like.
Okay, next we have Carmella vs Charlotte for the SmackDown Women's title. Charlotte went for a moonsault and missed, and she was selling the knee. Another match like the Seth Rollins match, she was selling the knee as well.
Carmella was all over that match, and she still won. Bit weird that. No, honestly, I just found that a bit awkward.
Yeah. And then super kick and a roll up gets the win for Carmella. This didn't really make any sense. Carmella winning clean, because she has the whole Money in the Bank thing, and you say, oh, she's like a cheap champion. She won the Money in the Bank, but then she goes and beats her clean on the pay-per-view anyway. So the Money in the Bank is irrelevant.
I don't see a way she did very iconic duo for
The
distraction.
iconic duo should have distracted that.
Like
yeah.
she does have a moonsault.
And I suppose they're going to play on the injury, but the iconic duo should have done a distraction.
I'm just glad they didn't do that thing what most women's matches used to be, where you do like you take a leg out, you do a smart wrestling, and then you pin them like you hit a random move and you pin them like you get a leg up instead of an actual roll up pin.
Yeah.
I used to hate those finishes.
But now you've got 2 champions of the women's division being Nia Jax and Carmella. The women's revolution is over.
And they're both good up one thing, not so much the other.
Yeah. They're both charismatic.
Although I've got more room at half a Carmella than Simmer.
She's a way better worker than
Yeah.
Nia. She's still not very good, but okay. So next we had World Title or WWE Title, Nakamura versus AJ Styles. We got a double count out in a no DQ match, essentially. The booking of the story is pretty terrible, because they keep doing bad finishes to keep it going.
No.
It's
they should have just skipped that on the Greatest Royal Rumble. Because actually the 2 matches were 1 or 2 weeks apart from each other.
Yeah, I've got it here. They had 3 pay-per-view matches in 29 days. So they were building it up before WrestleMania. It's not special anymore, because there are 3 pay-per-view matches in 29 days.
That's the problem with dream matches as well.
Yeah.
We were literally just like,
and none of them have
just give us a dream.
good.
Exactly.
None of them have been great matches.
I actually didn't, after looking back at it again and again, I actually liked Nakamura and AJ a lot more at WrestleMania. I don't have it in ring just in terms of like.
I wouldn't mind going back to watch that one because I think it was.
Just the way they went about it, it was AJ Styles win. Nakamura hated the loss, so he
Yeah.
at the biggest stage or more he wanted to win.
But the storyline has been better since Nakamura turned heel because they've actually got something there.
To be honest, his heel turn is the only reason I'm actually still invested in this storyline.
Yeah. These men need to get cups. I've just got rid. The fans popped for all the low blows. And
I would say
the most common phrase I saw online after this match: "This finish was a kick in the nuts."
I would say, right.
To all of us.
Go with me on this.
Yeah.
Right, AJ Styles and that have had so much matches in such a short amount of time. Samoa Joe wants a title shot. He lost, but he got a title shot. So how about this? Just a way to keep Nakamura and AJ feud still going whilst keeping it fresh. Set Joe for triple threat at Money in the Bank. Or give Joe one-on-one match with AJ.
I'd be okay with that.
Because say AJ says, right, Samoa Joe says, these two can't seem to get a finish.
Yeah.
I want a title shot.
Yeah.
Nakamura can't beat him. I want to face AJ now.
Yeah.
So he goes. So maybe Paige goes. Okay, you get one-off title shot, Money in the Bank.
Okay.
So you get one-on-one match.
That'd be good.
And then.
But then Nakamura probably, in theory, would interfere in that.
Probably yeah. Or have if you want to mix things up, have Joe win it.
Yeah.
Or you have give him a match like I know it's my back, so why just throw another match in? AJ versus Joe. Joe's about to win the title. Nakamura chucks Joe off the ladder. Although you think, well, he's feuding with AJ. Why don't we just not AJ having because AJ match instead of Joe? Say you can just say like, oh, you're taking my spot. Yeah. I'm the one that's got to beat AJ. I'm the one that's going to beat him, not you, me.
Okay.
So then you know you can do Extreme Rules. You can have triple threat.
Yeah.
And then it leads to SummerSlam, the final one-on-one match between AJ and Shinsuke, an actual big pay-per-view.
Okay, so next we had Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Yep.
The booking in this match wasn't great. Kevin Owens and Sami both walk out on each other, and they were like teasing the split. Sami slapped Kevin, I think.
They're just going to tease that split forever and ever.
They've been doing it ages. It was worse than the 6-man they had on Raw before that involved Jinder Mahal, which says a lot. Kevin Owens was pinned. He was the illegal man.
Nice.
And I was watching this match and I was thinking, don't pin him. He's the illegal man. And they did it. And it's like, oh god. The crowd were really dead. They didn't even react to the hot tag from Braun. Or Lashley, I can't remember who it was, but yeah, and this crowd was dead. It was a long show, it was a bad show, and they just couldn't be bothered. And the match wasn't great. Yeah. So then we had the main event, Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe. Joe was made to work boring to get heat to try and get a Roman over.
It started off so well as well.
It started great, and
Joe put him through a table, got a ring. Then what they do? He just toys him. Put some chin lock, and the match is boring from now on out.
What they should have done, they should have just waved off the match after you put him through the table. It would have been quick. It would have kept the feud going. Though I don't know if you want to do that because we're on different shows now.
Would have kept Joe looking strong.
Yeah.
And remember, it would have gone with his arc of being like, you just can't win.
And you can get sympathy that way as well. The guy attacked him before the match and put him through a table. And it's like,
So, because then you look.
That would have always been better than what we got.
Exactly.
What we got was a boring match, but Samoa Joe kept him in a chin lock for about 5 minutes. Joe was made to work boring to get heat, so the fans would cheer Roman. They didn't care. We got chants for Beat the Traffic, CM Punk, Rusev Day, and Delete in this match. This match made two guys look bad while the crowd were cheering for the over guys.
How long are WWE just going to realise that no matter what, you can make Roman Reigns the most likeable guy, he will not get cheered because for one, he's now got a reputation of being booed.
Yes.
So he's now globally known to boo him. Fans who just go there.
Fans go and boo him.
Casual fans will go there. Isn't the idea to boo him?
Yeah.
So it will take forever to get him cheered, even just.
Which is why I thought they should have done it in Saudi Arabia, but even they weren't cheering him. the most casual of casual fans.
His experiment's been done for ages, but it's been completely done since WrestleMania.
Yeah. The arena started to empty during the match. That was clear on camera. It was a 3.5 hour show. Fans were going to beat the traffic. This was one of the worst pay-per-view main events in recent memory as well. Just not worse as in technically, but it was just boring.
Everything else.
Yeah. It was boring. The heat went away. They built up the heat by when they did the Uranagi through the table, but then it went away when he got him in a headlock and the crowd just went silent and started leaving.
Well, I think we both agree that Roman Reigns as the face should obviously be over by now. They should move on from him.
You think? Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So, who would you honestly have take that new spot?
Strowman. It's kind of obvious. He's the most over guy on that show.
But will you not then so I take you want to beat Lesnar?
I think Strowman should be the guy to beat Lesnar right now. Yeah. Definitely don't think.
Does he then fall in the same category of Lesnar, as in he just seems too impossible to beat?
Maybe, and I think you deal with that when you get there.
So one thing I do, because I've heard that a few times over social media. My little bottle of that is Strowman has lost. He has lost, and we've seen him lose.
Yeah, we've seen him lose to Roman.
In singles and multi-man matches. So he has that
Yeah.
So booking him to lose is not the hard thing, in my opinion. And perception of always winning. He's not undefeated. He's not stuff like that. So it's not like
Yeah.
He's like, no one can beat him. No, he's beatable. You just gotta find a way to beat him.
It's not, and the last time they had someone undefeated, they panicked and made her lose.
Exactly.
Because they didn't know how to book her at WrestleMania. So, yeah. And so the fact that he's not restricted in that way anymore, which in the past was because they wanted to get Roman over, so they beat him, but it's almost working out better for Braun. Okay, so that does it for Backlash. If you want to take us through Raw and SmackDown quickly, it's half past already.
Pretty much the Money Bank qualifiers will start off. You had Braun defeating Kevin Owens. You had Finn Balor win a triple threat between him, Roman, and Balor, Roman, and someone else. Come on, I've got it.
Who was it?
Come on. I really don't know that.
I know Jinder interfered.
It was.
Damn,
I forgot.
Oh my god! I'm gonna find it.
Oh my god!
Keep stalling. I'm gonna find it. Who was it? You should know.
I know. I thought I remembered that.
Balor, was it Seth?
No, Seth didn't. It was someone else. Damn it, man! I had it.
Results. I'm getting there. I'm getting the results.
It'll be so obvious when I remember.
You're probably shouting at the screen right now.
Yes, you're probably going, it's him, it's this guy. Segue.
Keep talking.
For the women, Ember Moon won her triple threat between her and Ruby.
How hard is it to find the Raw results?
Yeah.
Keep going. Talk about something else. You've got
Ember Moon won her My Match qualifier between her, Ruby, and Sasha in that triple threat. And then you had none notable points. Drew McIntyre and Dolph are really looking good as a tag team.
Sami Zayn,
that's the one. I think it's Kevin Owens, of course. It's so obvious. I told him, I was just testing Stephen.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I definitely.
Those three have qualified for their Money Bank, and as I said, Drew and Dolph look good again. Looks to be a really good tag team. Lashley had that interview.
But yeah, that last interview was terrible.
Didn't look good for him, so I'm going to say on that one. And I think any point out from that is also Seth Rollins.
Yep.
Again, him versus Mojo Rawley.
Oh my!
I am not going. I can't remember who I thought he was going to face.
He did the open challenge. I was like, and then when Rawley's music, I was like, oh my god!
It's like, oh my god! Please be a really good surprise. It just shocked me. Then Mojo came out. I was like, no. The match was, I think it was average, but I think it was very similar to Hardy.
The show was in Long Island.
Just a match.
The show was in Long Island. It should have been Ryder.
True.
What did Ryder do on the show? He did something, right?
He had a backstage segment with Kurt Angle.
Oh my god.
Kurt Angle
should have been Ryder.
Kurt Angle went woo woo woo.
Oh my god. Yes,
and Zack was like, oh, well done.
I remember.
And I was like, no.
If the show was in Long Island, it should have been Ryder in that spot.
Well, it wasn't necessarily a bad show. It just wasn't.
It wasn't a
so
bad
it
show.
wasn't in contention for greatest of all time.
It was boring.
It was a solid show.
Not a lot happened.
That's why I'm describing it. It was a solid outing from Raw.
SmackDown.
But the show was good. Yeah, it was SmackDown.
It was alright.
It was actually a pretty good show.
I
Actually,
don't remember much.
One of the
I
better
wasn't really
ones.
paying attention while I was watching it.
I think SmackDown has been pretty good for the last few months, actually,
Yeah.
honestly. So, as a mind back qualifiers, Miz beat Jeff Hardy in a very no mercy 2008 finish.
Yes.
The whole swanton bomb into a pin, which I do not get a logic in that, but okay. Because I don't get why you get hit with a swanton bomb and you're able to have enough energy to run up Jeff
Why
Hardy.
doesn't everyone do it?
Exactly. But yeah, Miz beat Jeff Hardy. I'm not gonna lie, I did think. No, I didn't actually. I thought he was gonna win, but then that's Miz.
I thought Hardy was going to
Seth.
win. I definitely thought Hardy
Yeah.
was going to win.
Then again, Miz had to do something. And I didn't
Miz
think
didn't money
I
in
thought
that
Miz was
as
going to
well.
do one that was like, oh, I want another shot at a qualifier, but he won outright.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
uh,
Let's get through this quick.
and then you had you had Mandy Rose
Mandy
beating
Rose.
Becky Lynch to qualify
This is
for.
Mandy Rose's entrance. That was awesome.
I liked it, but I do wish.
I thought it was
I was
Goldust.
hoping. Yeah, I hope they were going to transition until she could take Goldust's theme one day. The Golden Rose.
Because of the Mixed Match Classic thing.
I don't see why they literally couldn't put them together. Have her be because they said Absolution dead, and they're clearly starting trying to. I think they're trying to split Mandy from Sonya.
Um,
At least that's how I
yeah,
feel for it. I don't know.
No, the gimmick is that Paige is trying to get him to split, but they don't want to. So.
And I just hope that one day Goldust, they put her with Goldust, and that could be like his final run, leading to then become a manager for her. I've said this before, I think on a previous podcast episode.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
Yeah, check that one out. I don't know which episode it is. Watch them all.
Watch all of them. Watch all of them to
To
find
find
out
out,
one
yeah.
bit about Goldust.
Well,
and
there you
Mandy
go.
Rose.
It's highly
Whichever
valuable.
week they worked each other, or they worked.
It's
on,
probably just one of the mixed match
Whichever week
champions.
they were on the Mixed Match Classic.
So,
Challenge, not Classic. Definitely wasn't.
I believe another minor event qualifier was between Charlotte Flair and Peyton, which
yes.
Charlotte won.
Yes,
So
they
she's
had a
also
qualifier.
through.
I hope Peyton would win. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, Charlotte won and they're not getting a point in that. But I guess it's to get her some momentum back.
She's not gonna be facing Carmella at the pay.
Yeah.
Or are they not doing the title matches instead?
I think it's probably going to be...
I'm assuming something's gonna
They'll
build.
probably come down with name or something like that.
They'll build something in London next week because she's doing the whole celebration thing.
Yeah, true. There'll probably someone come out.
Speaking of London,
Or maybe it'll be Becky. She lost against...
she lost to Mandy though. They should have.
Yeah, because it's in like UK and she's Irish. It's a weird connection there, but for us it's pretty much...
Yeah.
Close,
Okay.
I think it's the closest to UK in terms of SmackDown Women's Division.
Yeah, well, Paige.
There's no one... Oh, active wrestlers, Steve. Active.
So yeah, also in UK next week, Andrade CNL match is going to be
that's
making
gonna
his
go,
debut.
he's going to get such a huge pop.
He's
I
going
can
to
only
be
envision
over.
it.
He's going to be over.
But yeah, going back to the whole Money in the Bank aspect, the fourth and final qualifier was between Rusev. Actually, we'll save it to the end. I like that. 'Cause that's the main event of SmackDown.
It was the main event. I was happy that was the main event.
Nakamura had a little promo with Renee Young.
He learned.
he-
He learned English,
he's tried
but
to-
he forgot.
He started off by saying, "Sorry, no speak English," and Renee
Then
Young,
he says,
but clearly you did before.
"We know you speak English."
We know you do, Shinsuke. Don't be shy. He was like, "Oh, I've forgotten it."
He's like, "I learned English,
Yeah.
but I forgot."
Sorry, no speak English. I love this from Nakamura.
Yeah,
He's killing
He's
it.
great as a heel. He's
It's
great.
so simple, which is what I want.
He's way better as a heel on the main roster.
They
so
keep
far.
him simple, which is what he should have been. It protects him. He's already got the in-ring work, so it's
Yeah.
the promo that was dragging him down.
So now we've got the Rusev versus Daniel Bryan match.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am-
Carmella, yeah. So.
Yeah, we talk about Carmella. I am pleasantly surprised that Rusev
Yes.
won. I think is the best way to describe it.
Look, I did feel a bit odd. I would have expected Daniel Bryan to win it.
Do you want him in a Money in the Bank match though? Given his history and the fact that he's only just come
I've
back.
got a feeling.
That's a good point now.
I've got a feeling they're going to do a rematch between him and Cass.
Yeah, they probably
They'd
will.
beat
They probably
down.
will, yeah.
Although I'm actually surprised there was no actual appearance from Big Cass in that match.
See, I wouldn't have been surprised if they put them both in the Money in the Bank. So they can do it like that.
Like Cass could have technically both double no contest, both in a match.
No, I mean put Cass and Bryan.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Instead of them having another match after it was so bad on the last pay-per-view.
If they were going to do something, if they are doing Bryan versus Cass 2,
But they will, because...
why couldn't they just have Cass interfere, like cost Daniel Bryan the match,
Yeah.
and then when Cass as a match qualifier, Daniel Bryan cost him.
Yeah.
And then they get up and go, shit, brawl with each other, I love stuff.
That would have been good.
Top
That would have been good.